There you go.
I appreciate it.
I got to script this. I can't say like this.
All right. All right, I'm going to make a brief announcement so we can go ahead and get started. Thank you all for your patience with the technological issues, but I'm Judge Pitts. This is your first appearance. That means you're here for me to inform you of your charges, set your bond, and give your next court date. You do have the right to have an attorney represent you. There is an application that you must complete and possibly a fee for you to pay. That's for me to consider if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Also, you have the right to have what's called a preliminary hearing. At that hearing, the officer will be present, possibly any victims or witnesses. Everyone will have a chance to be heard. The court at that time will determine whether a crime has been committed and whether it's more likely than not that you are the person who committed the crime. If the court finds that there is probable cause, then the case moves to the next step. If there is no probable cause, then the charges are dismissed. That hearing does not take place today. It would need to be reset for a different day. Lastly, you have the right to have a trial. At your trial, you have the right to see, hear, and cross-examine any witnesses that the city might bring to testify against you. You have the right to bring your own witnesses, and you have the right to testify on your own behalf. You also have the absolute right to remain silent and to know that your silence will not be held against you. Again, today is your first appearance. That means you are here for me to inform you of your charges, set your bond, and give your next court date. All right, so I'm going to call you up one by one, and you'll have to come and sit in that chair so I know directly who I'm speaking with. All right, the first person is going to be Christopher Amos.
There you go. Chris Amos.
Chris, I think there's one that's going to the court.
Say the name again, Judge.
I'm sorry,
Christopher
Christopher Amos.
Amos.
Correct.
He went where?
He went where?
I think that was the guy who kept saying.
Okay, he went back, Judge.
All right, give me one moment. I need to pull up the calendar again as well. All right, I'll see if I can't come back to him. Gregory Adams.
Adams.
That was the dude that went back to
Adams and Amos is not here.
I didn't want to.
Okay, Adams and Amos is not here. They went back.
All right, well, let's. All right.
Mental health issues with him, Judge. They're bringing back once we get everybody else.
All right. Robert Drake.
Okay. They need you to be quiet now.
Mr. Drake, you have two charges, one for driving on a suspended license, the other for a headlight violation. Your bond on the suspended license is $2,500. The headlight violation is $1,000 for a total of $3,500. Will you be able to post bond?
Probably not, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, I represent Mr. Drake.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I just noticed I did that already. Yes,
No
Attorney
problem.
Dabney.
Yes, and after speaking with Mr. Drake, he does wish to enter a guilty plea to the charges today, Your Honor. I do want the court to know that I did see two prior convictions for driving while license suspended. One out of Clark State Court on December 8th, 2021, and another one out of Henry County State Court on August 22nd, 2023. So he does have two prior convictions, Your Honor.
Okay, so he's aware that this is going to be jail time.
He is aware, Your Honor.
All right.
I believe I told him the minimum will be 10 days, but obviously Your Honor has the discretion to sentence him up to 12 months on each charge.
All right, let me find my one thing I forgot to pull up. Oh, my screen went black. Problems with you all screen now. I'm having problems. Give me a second. I need to get my screen together.
Yes, Your Honor. All right, sorry about that. Let me see. Now that my screen is back, if I can pull up his history. I know you said there was 3. 2, yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, 2 prior.
Within 5 years.
All right, Mr. I see one from I see the one from August 2023.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then I see another one. December 2021. Are those the 2 you're referring to?
Yes, Your Honor. Those are the 2.
All right, Mr. Drake, if you'll raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the information you provide to the court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, self be God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand. You understand the rights that I just explained?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
You understand if you're entering a plea today, you're waiving or giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
With the exception of being represented by Attorney Dabney, you will not be having a trial, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
As to these 2 charges, one for suspended license, one for a headlight violation, you understand the maximum punishment is up to 12 months in jail and up to $1,000 fine for each charge, which would be a total of 24 months and $2,000.
I understand, Your Honor.
And how are you pleading?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Are you entering your guilty pleas freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to enter a plea?
No, ma'am.
All right, sir, I will accept your guilty pleas. Your fine amount on the headlight violation will be suspended. And your sentence on the driver's license violation is 12 months to serve 10 days. You will get credit for the time you've been here. Your fine amount is $1,905. The clerk is going to add the court costs and any surcharges, so that's not the full total of your fine, because it's going to include some surcharges and court costs. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
You'll be placed on probation for 24 months, during which time you have to pay your fine. For each month you're on probation, there is a supervisory fee. While you're on probation, let's see. Suspended license. I'll allow your probation to be suspended after 12 months. And obviously, you know, you can't drive without a license.
Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully you won't make that mistake anymore. You just had the same, let me see, hold on a second before I find out this. I want to see what his record says from August. Okay. All right. Any questions, Mr. Drake?
No, ma'am.
Attorney Dabney, anything further?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Right. Officer Andrews, would you like to address Mr. Drake regarding probation?
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Drake, I'm Officer Andrews with the East Point Probation Department. I will contact you tomorrow because the office is closed today to get your personal information. And once I receive the paperwork from the clerk's office, I will text you and give you that information also.
Do you have my phone number?
I'm going to call the jail and speak with you tomorrow.
With the sentence that she gave me, I will probably be getting released.
You've been in there for 10 days already?
You haven't been here 10 days yet.
But I've been doing trustee.
Sir, you just came in on this case on December 22nd, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you haven't served 10 days yet, sir.
Well, what I'm saying is it will actually be half of that amount because I've been doing the work.
Mr. Drake, when I talked to you earlier, just because you're in the trustee program, you don't get 2-for-1 unless your sentence is more than 30 days.
Oh, okay, I
You will
understand.
be serving the full 10 days. Correct.
I got you.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
Judge, can I go over that, Business Benson? For him, you said his plea is guilty, he on 12 months probation. His fine amount is 1,900, I need to add the surcharge.
No, ma'am. It's 24 months probation.
Mhm.
He has 2 charges and I need to make sure he has enough time. 24 months probation to serve 10 days, excuse me. Let me do it this way. 12 months on the suspended license, 12 months on the headlight violation, 12 months probation, fine suspended.
Yes, I have that.
On the driver's license violation, 12 months probation, that's consecutive. So that's a total of 24 months. And that's to serve 10 days with credit for time he served. The fine amount is $1,905. I have not added any surcharges or court costs, and I explained to him that you will add those to tell him what the full amount of his fine would be, which would include the court costs and surcharges.
Okay, yes, I have that. Thank you, Judge.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, Mr. Drake, Officer Andrews will also share that information with you. She'll have it on the plea form, on the probation sheet.
So basically, it's like 3 more days locked up.
Sir, I don't determine the release date. I just give you your
Okay.
sentence. The officers there can do the calculations.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Drake.
Thank you.
You're
Your Honor,
welcome.
what is his first name? I just got Drake. What is his first name?
Robert,
Robert?
Yes,
Correct.
ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome. All right.
Hard. That interesting.
Yes.
No, stay right.
Not hard.
Very much famous battles in that city.
Who you need next, Judge?
Roderick Harding.
Okay, I think he just left out sick. I'm not
Oh, here you
sure. Is this him?
Here you go. What's your last name?
Come on, sit down,
Yes.
Mr. Hardy. You just sit down right quick.
Mr. Harding, you have one charge of theft by shoplifting. Your bond amount is $1,000. You are also going to have special conditions to stay away. I believe this is going to be Walmart, but let me just confirm. Stay away from Walmart. I'm sorry, that's not correct. Stay away from 2907 Main Street. Miss Benton, I don't know what's located there, so I would need to know the name of the business.
Yes, ma'am, we looking it up now, Judge.
907 Main Street.
Okay, yes, ma'am, we looking it up.
While they're looking that up, Mr.
Judges,
Harding,
Yes,
I'm sorry.
CVS, sorry about that.
So you're to stay away from the CVS located at 2907 Main Street. Are you going to be able to post bond, Mr. Harding?
No, and I didn't do anything.
I'm sorry?
No, ma'am, and I didn't do anything, ma'am.
All right. Are you going to represent yourself or will you need an attorney to represent you?
I don't understand what's going on. I'm trying to get released today. I have things that I need to do and I'm here for no reason.
All right, sir. The only way you get released today is by posting bond. Your bond amount is $1,000.
Why am I arrested and I did not do anything? I'm just telling you.
As I explained to you, your charge is theft by shoplifting.
You can tell by how I'm talking, you being a judge, that I'm telling the truth, okay? I did not do anything, I can be released today.
Your charge is theft by shoplifting, sir. Are you going to continue representing yourself or do you want an attorney to assist you?
She asking you, do you?
I've been here before, this is a 3-day jail.
In
bro.
her plea, otherwise you'll still be here.
Are you going to represent yourself or do you need an attorney to assist you?
I need an attorney.
All right, you'll need to fill out the application that the that they'll hand you and I'll review it to see if you qualify.
The attorney and I will represent myself.
I'm sorry?
Both.
Sir, it's one or the other. Either you're going to represent yourself or you want an attorney. All right, so we'll reset this case for Friday. If he wants to fill out the application, that's fine, and I can review it.
Don't
I
disrespect
said,
the judge
I
like
just
that.
told her I wanted an attorney and I represent myself. That's the same thing. That means I'm a coach to attorney.
Sir, do you have a license to practice law in Georgia?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay, that's fine. Well, then we'll see you on Friday.
All right, come on, sir.
All right. Jemison.
Judge, you
Right.
still want me to just ask him to fill out an application? Or,
If he wants to, yes.
okay,
This is Brandon Jemison.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Jemison, you have one charge of theft by receiving stolen property. Your bond
Yes,
amount is $1,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to be able to post bond?
Yes, ma'am. My wife's already paid it.
I'm looking at my notes and trying to figure out what this is.
I purchased that gun from somebody and they admitted.
Sir, I'm not
that.
asking you what happened. As I explained, this is a first appearance,
I
which means
apologize.
I'm here to,
My bad, I misheard.
again, your bond is $1,000. You said you will be able to post bond?
Yes, ma'am, it's already posted.
All right, then you'll get a new court date once you bond out.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You already step out of here.
I think I can release it now. Back on somebody else.
Right.
so Judge, he said he already posted bond.
He did. Sir, tell me your name.
Carter Mendoza.
I don't have Mr. Mendoza here as the first appearance, so I'm confused. Ms. Benton?
Judge, 1 second, please, I'm checking.
Mr. Mendoza, it appears that you have a theft by shoplifting where you failed to appear.
I didn't know I was supposed to go to court or anything. I never received a
Sir,
letter.
you had a citation to come back to court, and you didn't come back to court, and this is from 2020.
Now, and the thing says this said this having a warrant for June 2022.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, the warrant was signed in 2022, correct?
Yeah, that's the thing. I never received a court date since 2020, since I posted bond on 2020. I never received an email or even a letter regarding the
The
case.
notice for you to come to court was from November 2nd, 2020. And that's the date that you failed to appear. Are you going to, I'm sorry, your bond, let me give you your bond, 1 second. Your bond on each one is $1,000 for a total of $2,000. Are you going to be able to post bond?
No, ma'am.
All right, are you going to represent yourself or will you need an attorney to assist you? All right, you'll fill out the application as well, so I can look and see if you qualify, and then we'll reset this for Friday.
Yeah, ma'am.
Judge, we move, he getting moved to today. I'm not sure how that happened, but we move him to the calendar for today.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mendoza. We'll see you on Friday.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you Theodore Porter?
Yes, ma'am.
Or Mr. Porter, you have one charge of simple battery family violence.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
he has another case as well, Mr. Porter. All cases.
Did you do a different calendar? Because I'm getting conflicting information. I have a calendar that Mr. Mendoza was not listed as a first appearance. I have now Mr. Porter with one charge on the calendar.
If
One moment,
you
Mr.
reload
Porter.
it, you'll see the updated one. We just have it. We just did it for the old cases for him.
You did it when?
Miss Cheetah is doing, yeah, she did it before the court started.
I don't have a new calendar. I have the one calendar.
I'm talking about in courtware, Judge.
All right, Mr. Townsend, it appears that you have two additional charges that have warrants on them. One is from One is a shoplifting. Looks like it's from 2022.
I never been charged for shoplifting.
One moment, sir. What is your year of birth? Just your year, not the full date. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. One moment, Mr. Porter. I'm looking at one different one. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Porter. Okay, there we go. The only thing I see in Port Ware under Porter is the one charge that I just told him about, which is the battery simple violence. What else do you have for Mr. Porter? Ms. Benton?
Yes, Judge, I'm checking right now. Judge, I see the shoplifting charges and the
This
other
is
one for
Mr. Porter. Mr. Porter has one charge. This is, are you not Theodore Porter, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay, I have
Thank
the
you.
battery, Judge, and the disorderly conduct.
And
Watch.
where are those charges? Because the only thing on the calendar is the simple battery family violence, and the only thing in court where, let me see, hold on one second. All right, so I had to refresh. All right, Mr. Porter, I do see a second disorderly conduct. This appears that it was from 2021, where there was a failure to appear. Give me a second. Looks like the failure to appear. I'm trying to find the warrant. Do you show, I don't see a warrant on this. Can you tell him the date he missed court? Because I don't see a warrant on the disorderly conduct. I see that it's one here, but I don't see to see the date, excuse me.
Okay.
So this is a case from 2021, Mr. Porter, where you failed to appear in court, and I want to see what the missed court date was. It may have been in 2022.
February 16th, 2022.
And do you show the bond amounts? Were those 1,000 on each?
Okay.
You want to get this over? I said, do you want to get this over? Do you want to get it
I see
over?
the one bond in here for the disorderly conduct one is 500.
Looks like that's the original bond amount. You don't see the warrant?
Check.
Give me a second, Mr. Porter. I want to look at this one so I can set your bond on the new case.
Yes, ma'am.
On this new charge, Mr. Porter, the simple battery family violence, you will
Yes,
have
ma'am.
some special conditions to have no further.
Contact.
Well, I'm saying no further contact, correct, with, this looks like it says your mother. So Ms. Benton, you'll need to get the name, see if it's in the warrant. Sarah Porter, no
Yes,
further
ma'am.
contact, no further contact with Sarah Porter.
Yes, ma'am.
Unfortunately, that means also you will have to stay away from 1745 McClellan Avenue
Yes,
in
ma'am.
East Point. Your bond on the disorderly conduct FTA is 500 on the disorderly conduct, 1,000 on the FTA. Your bond on the simple battery is 5,000. Now that is a charge that we cannot handle here because it is a state charge. However, you are entitled to have a preliminary or probable cause hearing. Otherwise, you can waive that hearing and send it over to Fulton County State Court. What would you like to do?
I will send it over to Fulton County, please.
Okay, so the simple battery family violence, you're going to bind over to state court. And there is actually a warrant on that. So that is your option, your only option. On the disorderly conduct FTA, it looks like you had previously been appointed to the public defender or court-appointed attorney. Do you want to be reconsidered for their services on that charge?
That mean I can keep the attorney?
I would have to see if you qualify still.
Okay.
You want to do that on the disorderly conduct FTA?
No, I'd rather go bound it over to the Fulton County jail.
Well, the disorderly conduct FTA, I believe, is under, let me just double check to see if it's a city code or state charge. That disorderly conduct stays here in East Point because it's under a city code violation. So do you want to see if you qualify to have the attorney assist you on that one?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're going to reset that one for Friday. And the other one will be bound over to state court, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you'll need to fill out the application so that I can look at it to see if you qualify, all right?
Yes, ma'am. When I fill out the application.
They'll give it to you at the end of, once we're finished with the calendar.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Porter.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Sounds right.
All right, sir, give me 1 second. All right, are you Jamie Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Smith, you have one charge of criminal trespass. Your bond amount is $1,000. Will you be able to post bond?
Not this particular moment, ma'am, because I just paid for Christmas and my bill.
All right, did you want to be considered for court-appointed attorney, or are you going to represent yourself?
Court-appointed attorney.
All right, so there's also an application that you have to fill out, and then we'll reset this for Friday. I'll look at the application to see if you qualify, okay?
Okay, is it possible that I can get a signature bond? I'm trying to go back to work.
No, sir, I'm not inclined to do a signature bond on this. You just recently you were just recently here on an obstruction, a driver while on license, and a DUI that was bound over just a little over a month ago.
Yeah, I've handled all that already.
1 second. You couldn't have handled it, sir. It just was bound over. So that case is still open. Give me 1 moment. You've got a recent probation violation. I'm not inclined to do a signature bond at this time, but you're also going to have special conditions to stay away from 3116 Candlewood Drive.
Okay. But that's my residence. Then okay.
Sorry, you said that's your what?
That was my residence. That's what I was saying. Like that. Why I just paid the rent and everything.
Well,
I don't have to go back there. I can go to my brother's house.
Okay. You can't go back to that location. I'm not inclined to do a signature bond at this time. All right, so you can fill out the application. If you're still here, I'll consider whether you qualify for a court-appointed attorney on Friday, okay?
Okay. This is crazy.
All right, thank you, sir.
Man, I just got my own house. Everything.
All right, are you Anthony Townsend?
Yes, ma'am, how you doing?
All right, I'm well, Mr. Townsend. Over Mr. Townsend, you're the one that has the 3 cases. But this one is for a disorderly conduct, fraudulent scheme. Your bond amount is $1,000. You have warrants on 2 other cases. Let's see, one is a shoplifting from 2022, and the other is a shoplifting from 2020. Are you going to be able to post bond?
No.
Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed attorney, or are you going to represent yourself? You want an attorney to assist you?
So am I going to get out the other day or no?
You can if you post in bond. I'm not granting a signature bond. In fact, you'll also have special conditions to stay away from the
18 Cleveland Avenue.
No, this is, I'm not sure, Miss Benton, I'm not sure if this is 810, 840, 890 Cleveland Avenue, but I will also need to know what is located at that address. I can't make out the officer's handwriting. I don't know if it's 840, 890, or 810.
810 Cleveland Avenue. The Chevron.
Mr. Townsend, I'm talking with the clerk. I'm asking her to confirm. And so you'll have special conditions to stay away from that location.
Listen up, listen up.
Again, Mr. Townsend, are you going to represent yourself, or did you say you wanted a court-appointed attorney?
I want you to give me a court-appointed attorney or whatever.
All right, so once you fill out the application, I'll review it to determine whether you qualify, and you'll be brought back on Friday, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
Will I got Thursday?
Say that again?
Will I be able, once you give me a court report Thursday, will I got Thursday?
You'll have to talk with the attorney if you qualify, and you all can discuss that.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
you're welcome.
Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
Judge, so you said on, the 2 shoplifting charges, you said it's 1,000 each for the 3?
The only one on the calendar is the one charge of DC fraudulent scheme with the $1,000 bond for Mr. Townsend.
But he had a, shoplifting charge in there too. One of them old charges. You didn't see it? I see it on mine.
Mr. Townsend, can you come back over?
Back over.
Yes, ma'am.
1 second, sir.
They're not my too proud.
All right, on the shoplifting from 2022, I do not see the warrant in here.
Okay.
I'm talking with the clerk directly. If you can tell me where the warrants are so I can tell him his bond amounts.
Yes, ma'am.
Sit back just a little bit. Sit back just a little bit. What's up on?
And then stop. I see the warrant. By Mr. Townsend, from 2020, the theft by shoplifting and the failure to appear, your bond on each charge is $1,000.
Okay.
And then let me go back to the other one.
Okay, your coach informed us that your key on the door.
You all, we're being recorded.
Huh? What's that, Judge?
No, I was just letting them know this is being recorded and they were having some additional conversation. So I just want to make sure that you were hearing everything. Then you've got another theft by shoplifting FTA from 2022. That's the one that I don't see the warrant on. Let me look one more time.
I see a warrant for one of them. I'm trying to see it for the other one.
The one that I'm looking for is from the charge 2022.
Yeah, I hope I get tickets about it. I see that the other one.
Mr. Townsend, give me one moment.
Yes. Yes, Judge.
Give me a moment, Mr. Townsend.
Okay, take your time. I'm on your time. Oh, man. Well, nurses, I gotta take some. We should have better.
Hey, stop the language. Watch your language, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. Any lunch time?
You got your lunch. As soon as you finish up, listen.
We're trying to locate the warrant on the case from 2022.
It's not one in there. It's not one for that one.
Okay. All right, so the bond is on, and the warrant is on the one from 2020. So it's $1,000 on each for a total of $2,000, and then $1,000 on the current disorderly conduct fraudulent scheme and the special conditions to stay away from that location. Did you find out what was at the location of Cleveland Avenue and the correct address?
Cleveland Avenue.
The Chevron,
Mr. Townsend, one moment.
It looked like that was supposed to be 844 Cleveland Ave. But
That
it
is
looked
not
like
844 Cleveland Ave. That's Walmart at 844 Cleveland Ave, and that's not what this is.
I can't make
This-
out them numbers. It looked
This
like
one says, well, it's definitely not 844. And it's because it says, excuse me. It's got 890 is what's in the location in the system. 890 Cleveland Avenue. What's located there? He keeps saying Chevron.
Let me check 1 second. I'm putting it in.
We're checking, Mr. Townsend.
For the 897.
890 Cleveland Avenue. That's what's in the system in Courtware. It says it's a Chevron. So Mr. Townsend, you were correct. So you are to stay away from 890 Cleveland Avenue, which is the Chevron, okay?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. That's cool. I ain't got a problem with that.
All right. So once you fill out the application, I'll look at it to see if you qualify. And if you do, then the court-appointed attorney will speak with you, and then I'll see you again on Friday, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Christmas, you said have a Merry Christmas. Christmas already passed.
I hope I'm out here by New Year's.
Okay. I hope you too. I hope you are too. We don't want to see you back.
Don't feed me. And I'm not gonna let you
All right. Captain Robinson, is that all?
No, ma'am, Judge. We have a Gregory Adams.
Oh, that's
and a
right.
Amos, but they gotta bring them in one at a time. They got some
Okay,
mental
that's
health
fine. Just let me know which one is coming first.
issues. Absolutely. Adams or Amos.
Oh, are you getting inmates for us? You getting inmates for us? Bring here? Are you getting inmates for us? Yeah, I have our, okay, we need, two more, one at a time, Amos. Oh, yeah, Amos and, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking Peter right now, so I'm Peter with, I'll probably grab. Okay, you got your jelly for you.
Yeah, we got two. We gotta try to finish up. If you can get one down here.
For sure. Yeah, I was just saying, that's what. All right.
It may have.
He didn't run over the key card.
Key to the box.
No, I'm talking about the key card to the safety thing. We got it. I was about to take that sucker home too. How do you get stuck with this?
Judge Pitts,
Yes, sir.
what was it, Amos? Was it Amos?
Yeah, Amos.
Yeah, Mr. Amos, is refusing to come to court, so he just, they can't do anything with him, so they're gonna bring Adams out.
All right, so Mr. Amos has a public indecency with a $1,000 bond. We'll reset him for Friday.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sorry.
I can see you available.
Mr. Adams, you need to sit down and be respectful, okay? Have a seat, folks, okay? Pay attention to what the judge is asking you, all right? Okay, have a seat.
All right, Mr. Adams, you're Gregory Adams.
Gregory Adams?
All right, you're here for a first appearance, so that means I need to tell you what your charges are and give you a bond, okay?
I'm
So you're here for a criminal trespass. Your bond amount is $1,500. Okay? You are going to have special conditions. You cannot go back to that location. All right, that's you can't go back to, looks like it's the 236 Peachtree Street, which is the Atlanta City Jail. They don't want you back over there. Well, let me, well, can't be right, but it is. You want an attorney to help you on this case? You want to talk with an attorney?
If I get off without paying,
Say that again?
if I can get off without paying.
Yeah, you can talk with him without paying him.
Why need an attorney?
Okay. All right. Are you going to be able to fill out some paperwork for me?
If I can get it alone, I feel like the best I can.
All right. For right now, do me a favor. Can you raise your right hand? I know you got a sandwich in your hand. There you go. You swear or affirm the information you provide to the court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yeah.
All right. You can put your hand down. When was the last time you were working?
I was working at the bill store. That was my last job.
How long ago was that?
Maybe a few months, maybe sometime, maybe first part of the year, middle of the year.
Okay. Where do you live right now?
2405 Woodbury Drive.
All right, and who else lives there with you?
Myself, 2 females and another male.
Okay, is this like, it's kind of like a boarding house?
I wish it was not.
Okay, all right, well, I'm gonna appoint the public defender to talk with you, so we'll see you again on Friday, okay?
Okay,
All right, thank you, sir, but I'm gonna need you to fill out that paperwork for me, okay?
okay.
All right, I'll see you on Friday.
Come back Friday.
You'll come back,
Okay,
you'll come back here Friday.
I will be here.
All right, I'll see you Friday.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Come on, Mr. Evans, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, Judge, that'll be it.
All right, I'll see you all on Friday. Thank you all for your patience. Hopefully we'll be better on Friday.
Okay.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank
problem.
you.
Judge, I'm
Have a
saying
good one.
the stairways.
I'm
for you to
sorry.
sign, for you to sign the stairways.
Okay. All right, thank you all.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a